Welcome back to Anthony Lee Raw. Guys, today we're going to take a look at Render, and we're going to take a look at it from a macro target and trading target standpoint, okay? Not necessarily a full macro bull run price prediction. I have those videos. Going over to the YouTube channel now. I'll link a video at the end of this as well. Click on the videos tab at Anthony Lee Raw. Scroll down. Just last week I did one for Render versus Akash. You can scroll on down. I've done a couple other Render videos in the last several weeks, so you can go check those out. Here's a Render bull run price prediction video. So go check those out for a more in-depth look at the macro predictions. But we're going to go over some of that today, but I'm gonna show you something a little different. I'm literally going to show you, stick with me guys, I'm going to show you how you can multiply your multiple, okay? Let's say, and I'm just going to make something up here, let's say you invest now and Render does a 5x. I don't think it's going to do a 5x, but let's just say, okay? I'm going to show you how instead of getting a 5x return on investment, you can get a 30, 40, 50x return on your investment without investing a nickel more. These are the levels I'm going to give you today, so pay attention, guys. Subscribe to the channel, give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down. I don't really care. I'm here for you guys. I'm going to shoot you straight, and I skip sensitivity training. Okay, I do not own Render, so I'm not trying to post up this coin and blow smoke at you. Now, I would buy Render if it comes down to my target, and I'll show you those targets. So here's what I want you to pay attention to. In March of 2024, Render set an all-time high of $13.75 with a $4.5 billion market cap. Now, here's where it gets good. And this is what I need to teach you. If you don't already know, this is where so many people get it wrong. All right, fast forward to December of that year, you came back with another swing high of $11.88, okay? But Render was actually more bullish at this time because at this $11 high, you had over $6 billion market cap compared to $4.5 billion at your price all-time high, okay? The reason for that is you unlocked tokens. You went from 327 million coins to 420, okay? That is dilution of the market through token unlock. So even though more money was in this asset, price was significantly less, okay? Price got waterlogged. Fast forward to today, we're at $1.60, $800 million market cap in even more coins. You've put 100 million more on the market, and by the end of next cycle, you're going to have about 530 million coins, okay? So you're going to have 200 million more coins than you had at price all-time high, guys. That is about 70% more, which means you're going to have to do 70% more than your market cap all-time high just to reach the all-time high price of $13.75, okay? So it's not just as simple as saying, oh, we're going to do the same thing and go to price all-time high. No. You have to do 70% better to reach that. And I'm not saying it can't be done, okay? I'm just saying, just be aware, it is a little more of an uphill battle than most people are going to tell you, okay? Now, let's flip over to market cap, okay? You can throw a fib on your market. And if you see the blue bars over here, TradingView does not have the full market cap history of Render for some reason. So I went and copied this market cap from CoinMarketCap and I dragged it over here. And this is correct. I'm not fixing to show you the process. Go verify it if you don't believe me. But this is correct. And this right here, this arrow where I have price all-time high 1375, you can see that is where your market cap was. And in December, you later came up and set another all-time high, even though price did not. You were only at 1188. So that's due to your token unlocks. That's what we just discussed. So you cannot, let's go back to price. You cannot fib price. Don't do it. It doesn't work. The only way price Fibonacci works is if you have not added to your supply. If you've added a significant amount to your supply, then it is not linear, okay? But you can always fib market cap, okay? You throw a Fibonacci on market cap because you cannot add to the supply of a market cap. This just shows how much money is coming into an asset regardless of how many coins. And how you determine price is, I'll put it up here for you, price equals market cap divided by circulating supply. All right, that is how you figure your price. So what you would do is you would take these fib levels, right? Golden Pocket 786, 1-to-1, 1.618, whatever fib you're interested in, you would take that market cap number and you would divide by your circulating supply. And for the next cycle on Render is going to be 530 million coins, okay? What I've also done with these white lines that I call key levels is I've gone through on market cap and marked out significant levels where you found support and resistance, right? Pay attention. Here's where a lot of people miss it. You have to do that on market cap, okay? You cannot do it on price because price changes. Market cap does not. And I'm going to show you a really good example, okay? Let me slide this over. I've already got it set up for you, but let's look at this market cap level on the left, okay? Let me hide all of this. Give me just 1 second, guys. I swear I'm prepared. All right, so let's look at this market cap on the left. Uh-oh. I think I messed this up. Let me find my level again. Sorry, guys. There it is. All right, market cap level on the left, and you can see this dip right here in August of 24, right? You see this? It came down, perfect support level, right? Well, at that time on the left, that was your market cap, and your price was way up here, guys. Price was way up here, okay? But you can no longer say this is a relevant level, even though it was a significant support level, obvious support level right there. It was support right there, right, and right there, so there and there. But yet later on, you just kind of fell through it multiple times, fell through it, pumped through it, fell through it, and then I'm sorry, I did that wrong. So this was our level. I should mark this out a little better. This is our level. It was good support right there, but then later you just fell through it, pumped through it, fell through it, pumped through it. It lost its value as support and resistance. Like, how is that? How did it all of a sudden lose? Did price all of a sudden switch where it was support or resistance? No, it stayed the same. What do you mean it stayed the same? Well, your market cap stayed the same. It is still support and resistance. You can see right here, market cap is still support and resistance. The only thing that changed was you added coins to the market, so the price with which it coincides is different. This is now the new price level based upon the new circulating supply, but it is the same level as was up here. You just had less coins, so price was able to be higher before you hit that same amount. But now when you hit that market cap level, your price is way down here, okay? I hope that makes sense. I know I got a little confusing there. I usually have price on the left and market cap on the right when I do these videos, so it was kind of throwing me off for a second. But I hope that makes sense, okay? It's the same exact level, right, on market cap, the exact same level, but price is at two different areas because you've diluted the market. I hope that makes sense. So what I've done is I've taken all of these market cap levels, all of the retrace levels, all the key levels, and I've added them to the chart. If you want to take a picture here, based upon the new circulating supply that we'll have next cycle of 530 million coins, these will be your key levels, okay? And I'm going to show you how you can trade this and make an absolute fortune, guys, okay? All right, and these are also your market cap retrace levels. If you just do the highest you've ever done market cap, if that's all you do, 6.1 billion market cap right here, then your price is not going to be at $13.75. Your price is going to be at $11.58, okay? My bull run price prediction, I'll show you, and then I'm going to show you how you can make a fortune, okay? And I'm not exaggerating. My bull run price prediction is $10 billion and an $18.69 render, okay? I do think you remain bullish on market cap, and I think you remain very bullish, and you, in fact, set a new price all-time high. However, guys, be ready for less, because you may not. I mean, you very well may just retrace, especially if crypto has a smaller cycle. You could just retrace and head down, so be prepared, and I'm going to show you how you can be prepared and how you can make a lot more money and how you can avoid round-tripping your bag if you listen to this. All right, I'm just going to make up some numbers here, but let's just say, you know, you bought last cycle. This is last cycle. Let's say you, and follow me, guys, please. Check this out. Let's say you bought somewhere down here. You didn't time the bottom at 28 cents. Let's say you bought up in here, I don't know, maybe 40 cents, okay? You got somewhere in there in the bottom. And let's say you bought $10,000 worth of render, okay? $10,000 divided by 0.4, okay? So you got yourself 25,000 render tokens, right? Are you following me? I'm gonna put this on for you so we can do this together. I'm doing this for the first time ever right now on render. 10K at 0.40 cents for 25K render. All right. Let's say you wrote it up and you're bull running up, so you're flying through this first level. You already rejected here at the key level the first time, but you flew through it, and these key levels would have been a little different. And you decided you come up to the next level, and you created some nice bearish divergence there, and you were going to sell because you wanted to accumulate. Bear divs right there, okay, guys? It was there. Trust me. Go look. You wanted to sell there, and where would you sell, okay? Yeah, maybe you just watched it come back through and you waited till you lost the key level and you sold it. Let's just say you sold it, I don't know. Let's say you sold at 250. The price went to 292. Let's say you gave up and sold at 250. So 25,000 coins times 2.50, 62,500. So you now have $62,500. So you sold at 2.50 for 62.5K. All right, here's where it gets good, okay? So price came down. You knew you were rejecting from the key area, and you didn't want to ride drawdown. And you know crypto does crazy, stupid, ridiculous amounts of drawdown, which this one was, I don't know, about 57%. So rather than riding that drawdown, you decided to accumulate. You wanted to accumulate more coins without spending a nickel more. So you rode down to the next key level. You saw the good bounce from the key level. Maybe you didn't get it perfectly at $1.26. You waited till it came up, let's say $1.40, right? $1.40. You rebought at $1.40. Remember, you didn't spend a single nickel more. You just rode your profits down and rebought at $1.40. That gave you 44,600 render, okay? So you rebuy at $1.40 for 44.6K render, okay? Remember, you originally had 25K render. Now you have 44.6K render. And let's say you rode that up and you came all the way up and you didn't time the high. You didn't get the 1375 or whatever. But let's just say you rode it up somewhere in here. Maybe you got out at this previous high over here. Let's say you sold at $10. You just sold at a nice even $10. So we're going to multiply that by $10. So you made $446,000, okay? Let's put that on here. You final sold at $10 for 446K. That is your total profit, 446K. Like, that is fantastic. You made $446,000 at $10 sale from a $10,000 investment. However, if you had just wrote up your 25,000 render and you sold at $10, simple math, you would have made $250,000. Instead, you took one trade, guys, because you had key levels marked out. One trade from there to there, and instead of making $446,000, guys, instead of making $250,000, you made $446,000. You almost doubled your profit just by doing one single trade, guys. And that's how you do it. If you did another trade in there, and we had another level in there, I just erased it whenever we first started, but we had, if you go back and look at the beginning of the stream, we had a trade there, so you could have actually gotten two of these trades in here. Sold here, rebought there, sold there, rebought there. But anyway, yeah, you made $446,000 from a $10,000 investment because you got in one of these macro trades. And these levels are a little different back here what I'm showing you because we've added to the market, but these white key levels are going to be the levels that you're going to need going forward to do these macro trades. And let me tell you something even more important, guys. Let's suppose something like this happens. You come up, you sell, you rebuy, you come up, you sell. You anticipate rebuying here because you're accumulating, right? Well, what happens if you come up and you're looking for your signs, you're looking for your bull divs, you're looking for your bull divs, you're looking for your bull divs, and it doesn't come, and you go to a bear market, and that could happen. Don't think that can't happen. More people than not, when you came up here last cycle and came down, thought this was fixing to rip to a new one, and it didn't. Bear market came, okay? Don't think that can't happen. So just because we're expecting this does not mean we're going to get it, okay? So by doing this strategy, not only can you sell and rebuy and ride up for more profit, right, which just makes sense, but you avoid risking the bear market because if it does come back here and continue down to a bear market, you're going to be thanking the Lord that you sold right here, even though your intention wasn't to sell the top. Your intention was to accumulate here, but you just so happened to sell because you knew this was a key area and an area that it could possibly turn around at. So it really is a win-win, guys. If you have any questions, comment it down below. Let me know what you think. We're going to do this in the VIP Discord. We do this already on altcoins. We have 4x'd. We have done a 4x on our altcoin holdings since February the 1st. It's documented in the VIP Discord. Join us at anthonyleeraw.com. You can join the VIP Discord right there, and that'll give you easy access into our Discord, and you could take these trades with us. You could be accumulating right now without investing a single nickel more, because we are ready, guys. So we would love to have you. I will see you guys next time.